Dearest Thomas, I love you so much and just can't bear the thought of snuggling next to you, Winky, and our pussycats. But you know, this may never happen ever again.
Thomas has been coming regularly, and every time he comes, I start crying. What does cause concern is the utter indignity with which we are treated by the guards. I can see that Martin Luther King, Mandela, and Gandhi, not to forget Kevorkian, have their larger impact because of their imprisonments.
Susan emails to say that now George is in prison, she's taken over the business and has already helped someone die for money in New Zealand. I can't work out if she's telling the truth or fantasizing. I asked Derek Humphrey if he knows anything about a New Zealand case, and he says that he might have been an unwitting party to it.
This woman in New Zealand put a message on my news list. She very much agreed with how somebody else had taken their life and wished somebody would help her too because she was suffering. Sue Wilson came to me and said, "Can I have the name and address of this woman on your list?" And I said no. I said, "Could you tell me something about yourself? I not known you before now." And she wrote back, and a rambling letter, but in that letter she said, "I will go anywhere to help people provided the expenses are there and the price is right." That to me, Sue Wilson was Alf. I don't wish to speak to her. Anybody who operates like that is, I don't want to be tainted by any association with them. That's not the way to do it. But apparently she found this woman in New Zealand, and I heard it that she'd gone out there, obviously the expense, and must have got a fee, I suppose, and the woman is dead and gone.
I wonder if Susan has any actual evidence that she's even been to New Zealand, so I pay her one last visit.
She had some sort of breathing disorder, and the doctors there would not give her the medication that she needed. And I happen to take the same medication that she needs. I gave her a little bit of mine. She was fine.
But you helped her commit suicide anyway, even though you helped her breathe better.
Yeah, isn't it ironic? But because I can't be there all the time giving her my medicine. I need it for me.
Didn't you think that maybe if there was a way to help her breathe better, then she wouldn't need to commit suicide? Absolutely. But you helped her anyway?
She had no choice. She couldn't get the medicine.
She couldn't pick it up in New Zealand?
She didn't have any idea where to get it on the street.
Because you've got it over the internet if you gave her the name of the medicine.
I did, and she tried, and she had no luck.
Well, she could have got the medicine somehow. If this medicine made her feel better straight away, she could have got it somehow. How much did she pay you?
That I won't tell you.
Susan says she considers her fee to be risk management because she smuggled poison past the New Zealand airport customs. You really did go to New Zealand, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It sounds horrible, but...
I've got to tell you, money... Well, the whole thing, but, the icing on the cake is the money aspect. It sounds pretty sick to me. I think you shouldn't do it. It sounds very, very wrong.
I don't disagree with you.
But you're still doing it.
Somebody's got to pay the bills so you can have some water in that glass you're drinking.
How many people have you done?
I don't want to answer that question.
I mean, sort of more or less than 10?
Less than 10.
More or less than 5?
Less than 10.
Well, I really think you shouldn't do it. Derek Humphrey gives me the name of the New Zealand woman he thinks Susan might have assisted, and later the New Zealand government confirms that a woman of that name died at the time Susan says she was there. I now don't know what to believe, and I promised I'd disguise her identity in this film before I found out she might be helping people die for money. On October the 25th, 2007, a federal judge in Charleston, West Virginia, announces that he's made a decision about George's extradition to Ireland. George is free.